amazing group, Ball Like Her. Talk more about that.
Yes, Ball Like Her is basically a safe place for all women gamers from all walks of life. You know, women supporting women, empowering women to do, streaming, create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play video games, or go get in the kitchen, or the crazy things that we hear on a daily.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this T8. Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Shabazz Napier out there with Brown. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. And for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder.
That was worth the price of admission. And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Here's Napier. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
And stolen by Napier. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Bonga. That one off the back iron and out. Now for Detroit, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Pass to Griffin. Nice move. And the layup is good. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Hachimura, the pass to Brown. Here's Snell. From the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Snell's got 5 minutes.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's Hachimura, defended by Griffin. And the pass to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Kennard. He's covered by Brown. Griffin dishes to Snell. Griffin trying to get open. Snell, that's good. He has 7.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Bryant. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit. Up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Here's Wood, defended by Bryant. Wood with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here is Maker. Back to Galloway. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Wagner, he's checked in for Hachimura. Left side, Brown. Doumbouya pulls it in. Pistons leading by 5. Brown kicks to Doumbouya. Pass to Mikhailuk. Maker with the ball. Covered by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Doumbouya. Great positioning on the putback.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Mahinmi passes to Wagner. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That one, no good. And the rejection by Smith. And they get it back. Doumbouya with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Brown wide open. He fired. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Wizards trail by 7. Smith kicks to Mahinmi. Shoots over Brown. The Wizards with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pistons lead by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Ish Smith. Mahinmi is out there with Wagner. Then there's Brown. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard. Detroit leading by 11.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
And the Wizards making a change here. Bonga's checked in. And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. 8-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I mean, it's a big-time victory when you can just storm back like they did. Didn't have a good first half, but completely outdid themselves, particularly in that third quarter.
The Pistons shooting their first shots of the night from a charity stripe.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Pistons. Rose comes in for Bruce Brown. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. Shabazz Napier comes in for Smith. And here we go. The shot is good by McCray.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Hachimura. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hachimura's got his second bucket tonight.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Here's McCray. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Wizards trail by 11. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Wizards. And Griffin, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Passes to Napier. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Here's Snell. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. It makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Here's Rose. Goes up again. He kicks to Griffin. Money from the wing. Griffin's got the lead up to 13 now for Detroit.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Back to Napier. Left side, Bryant. Griffin grabs the board. Detroit leading by 13. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the confidence from the big fella? Griffin taking pleasure in tormenting the defense, feeling really comfortable shouldering the offense. All the officials are all over that one.
The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Thon Maker's checked in for Wood. Doumbouya comes in for Tony Snell. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, great look there. Credit Galloway with the vision to spot the open man.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now, here's Mahinmi. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brown outside. There's the 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Right side, Griffin. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Galloway. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And good that time.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
On the wing, Brown. Down low. Here's Maker. And the rejection by Mahinmi.
And this is what you like about Yanmi.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds. And that...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Brown finds Bryant. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Bonga, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rose, no good. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. Trailing by 17. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 6. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Robinson's checked in for Brown. Here's Henson. Detroit, no good that time either.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Napier. Inside, here's Hachimura. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists now in this one. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kennard's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right side Robinson. Back to Bryant. There's the pass to Bonga. To get open is Robinson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Wizards have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. First free throw is good. So for the Wizards, Mahimi's checked in for Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Hachimura, and it's Ish Smith in for Napier. To the inside, here's Maker, and the rejection by Mahimi. In the corner, it's Robinson. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as Jean Mahimi does, he cleans up.
Brown the pass to Henson. He dishes it to Maker. Sweet move. Rebounded by the Wizards. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Robinson finds Mahimi. Back to Robinson. Pass to Smith. He's off on that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Galloway. And Wagner pulls it down.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Detroit leading by 11. Right wing. Here's McRae. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The shot's good from Henson.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Robinson against Brown. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to McRae. Brown outside. And Henson kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 5. The shot off that time. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Pistons on top. They lead by 13. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Wizards 5 right now. On out there with Smith. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Bonga in at the small forward spot. Pistons leading by 11. Here's Kennard. Pass to Griffin. The pass to Snell. 5 to shoot. And here is Doumbouya. Hachimura grabs the miss. Inside. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
Now, Kevin, that's pure power, pure effort. Ian Mahinmi going to the rack with bad intentions.
At the elbow, Griffin. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Rose has got his first points of the night.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Dishes it to Griffin. Over Smith, and the rejection by Smith. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. 17-foot shot on the way. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Brown. Now Rose. Rebounded by the Wizards. Mahinmi's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Detroit leading by 7. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the middle, here's Bonga. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's Griffin. And the jam by Doumbouya.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And the rejection by Mahinmi. And he's able to get it back. Doumbouya can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Smith, the pass to Mahinmi. Here's Hachimura. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
And that'll be 2 free. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. His point to them was that they've put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. He needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Fades away. Hachimura. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Wood kicks to Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Hachimura. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break. Griffin attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Brown the pass to Hachimura. Ryan in the post. And the miss. And so the Pistons take the win. Some good moment. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony,
What's up, My Team fans? We have 2K TV My Team correspondent Blake here to tell us what the devs are saying. Blake, I know you've got some My Team news. Give it to us.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? What's up, Alexis? I've got some tidbits from the devs. One of the things that you'll be interested in, I know Evolution.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Rozier. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the 2 spot. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Shabazz Napier out there with Brown, and it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. And it's Brown missing. Here's Washington trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Miami. Now Graham, pass to Biyombo. Now here's Rozier, defended by Bryant. And it's Rozier missing for the Washington Wizards. They won their last contest, that game against New York.
I mean, big-time win, bigger-time third-quarter comeback, and definitely a great game for us to watch as well.
Now here's Brown. 9-point game his last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Hachimura, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
And yes, it's good.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
It's stolen by Brown. Left side, Bryant. A lot of different styles of basketball, and we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Now here's Bryant. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Bridges misses. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Hachimura. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hachimura's got his second bucket of the night.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now, here's Bridges. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Hachimura. Robinson's checked in for Brown. And Smith subbed in for Shabazz Napier. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Rozier. And the dunk by Zeller.
Registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine. Finishing at the rim is what Zeller does best.
Mahimi's shot is good. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Zeller passes to Bridges. There's Bacon. And a miss there on the triple. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Wagner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Washington, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot. And, of course, there's the Hornets. Right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And I think for Charlotte, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught-in-the-middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Graham. Lays it up and banks it in. Graham's got 7 points.
Did you see that speed from Batum showing the real tenacity on defense to come up with the steal?
For three, Smith. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Graham. Guarded by Robinson. Graham with the bucket. The Wizards have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Robinson passes to Bonga. Now here is Smith. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The pass to Bonga. Robinson kicks to Smith. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Both teams have it going here. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter, but now it's paying off.
Hachimura out there with Wagner. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Smith in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Bacon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Smith up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Hornets trail by 3. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Graham. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Smith. He has 5. Mahinmi passes to Wagner. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up. Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Now, here is Robinson. Pass to Mahinmi. 5 on the clock. Passes to Wagner. Shoots over Bridges. Wagner can't hit. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows them up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Bridges passes to Graham. Basket counts. Graham's got 11.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so Washington again turning it over.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Batum. He's averaging 3 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right, but he's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Thomas Bryant is checked in for Mahinmi. Troy Brown comes in for Mo Wagner. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Smith. Washington with the ball, following the score by Charlotte. Hachimura the pass to Bryant. And the layup falls. He's got 6. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Bacon, great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Brown. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Napier, and they pick up 2.
Well, Coach Doc Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Here's Batum after the basket by Washington. Rozier for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
59 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hachimura. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Washington. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside, Batum. Clock at 4. There's Bacon. That one doesn't go. Now the Wizards take it the other way.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Hornets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. From deep, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Robinson passes to Bryant. Brown outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's when it comes to playing alongside another big guy. I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing an oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Bridges. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the 2-guard spot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
To the right side. Bridges passes to Biyombo and stolen by Napier. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Bryant. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the paint, here's Washington, and he uses the glass on the layup. Washington's got 8 points.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Brown the pass to Hachimura. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Washington. Out to the right wing. Here's Bonga. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 5 for the tie. And Rozier pulls it down. Hornets leading by 3. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
For the Wizards, Mahimi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for Shabazz Napier. And then for Charlotte, Zeller is checked in for Washington. And Dwayne Bacon subbed in for Bridges. Brown the pass to Mahimi. Back to Brown. Here's Wagner. Graham defending. Brown kicks to Smith. It's up a three. Kept alive by Washington. Back to Brown. Pass to Smith. 4 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Bacon's shot is off. And it's Smith penetrating. Dishes it to Mahimi. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And that matchup against the Sixers, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Robinson's checked in for the Wizards. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Batum's checked in. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. In the third position, the Wizards.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Robinson passes to Mahimi. He kicks it to Smith. It's deflected.
I'm registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine. Zeller can send your shot back.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Feeds it to Zeller. Now the pass to Bacon. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Just 5 on the clock. Hornets now working with the new shot clock. Outside Batum. There's the steal. Batum against Robinson. Brown wide open. He fires. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. A fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Batum. It's deflected. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Bonga. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hornets ahead, up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
All we're thinking about is offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Robinson is out there with Smith. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. Rozier for 3. Kept alive. Here's Zeller. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Bacon. Passes it to Washington. Right side Robinson. Pass to Hachimura. Smith with it. It's tipped. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Shabazz Napier's checked in for Smith. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Graham's checked in. Robinson passes to Bonga. Here's Hachimura. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Hornets leading by 3. And Zeller kicks to Bridges. Shoots from the baseline. Bryant with the rebound.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing, he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Graham, the pass to Washington. Rebound, Washington. And here's Napier. Rozier with the steal. They're running. Moving it up. Bridges shot. Good. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Napier. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Graham, the pass to Zeller. And he banks in the layup.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Wizards trail by 3. Napier with it. He dishes it to Bryant. It's tipped. They retain possession. Pass to Napier. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Bryant. To tie it up. And it's Napier missing. Hornets leading by 3. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Graham, the pass to Rozier. The 3. The offensive rebound. Wizards trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Hachimura. Yes, that goes in.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
Here's Rozier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Here's Bryant. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
On the pass to Rozier, and stolen by Napier. It's Brown on the wing. Passes it to Bryant. Now Napier. He's covered by Zeller. Pass to Bonga. Here's Brown. To tie it up. Bryant trying to free himself up. And Rozier pulls it down.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brown, the pass to Bryant. It's deflected. Graham surveying the floor. Yes!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But, GA, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And stolen by Zeller. And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
So you're going to want to keep your eyes out for that.
Blake, you and I know the community loves that competition in My Team. What did the devs give you in terms of insight into competitive My Team?
Well, you will be competing for championship rings in NBA 2K21. That's it. That's all I can say, but there will be more ways to play and compete.
A beautiful look at down. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Charlotte. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, Detroit, 2 spots down.
And, you know, for the Hornets, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. And for Charlotte, Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the 2-guard position.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history. 3 titles and many other trips to the NBA Finals. Only a handful of franchises can say that.
Now, here's Bridges. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. but the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
And so just over a minute and a half played. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wood with the bucket.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Here's Rozier. Last game out, he had 40 points. Here's Washington. And the rebound goes to Griffin. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Snell. Wide open shot is on the money.
And really, Snell needs no time at all to get his jump shot off. He's looking to score once he gets the pass.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bridges passes to Washington. Here's Graham. They get the rebound. Yambo. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Here's Kennard. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. There are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. They're very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think it's James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Latrey. No good that time. And Charlotte will come the other way.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And there's the pass to Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. Yambo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that one drops for him.
Against physical defense, Griffin showing off his power. Nice play.
Charlotte's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Rozier kicks to Bridges. Here's Washington. Defended by Griffin. Chalk up 2 there.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Kennard. Right side, Griffin. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Wood with the bucket.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
Here's Bridges, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Over to the wing. Here's Kennard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Rozier. And it's off the back rim, no good. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Blake got out and ran in transition, made it look so easy.
And we'll be back with you shortly. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Doumbouya. He's out there with Maker. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward. Now here's Batum. Graham, the pass to Bacon. 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Heat in Miami. Well, Langston Galloway, not the most efficient scorer, but he'll eat minutes for you.
Yeah, Galloway not a player you want taking a ton of shots overall, but he can hit from outside if you give him a look. That's really his best shot.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And that game against the Warriors, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with a victory. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. It's good from long range. Williams got 5 points so far.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Down low, here's Maker. Pass to Mikhailuk. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
Now here's Zeller. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Here's Batum. Pass to Bacon. Here's the three. They grabbed their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
From deep. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
To the middle, here's Doumbouya. Maker misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kicks to Graham. Lets it go from deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging 9 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
And here are the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Brown against Rozier. And Batum kicks to Rozier. There's Bacon. Off target with his 3. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. In the corner, it's Maker. The pass to McCray. Pistons passing it around. Here's Brown. Zeller grabs the board. Charlotte's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Bacon. Bucket is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so Brown will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Here's McCray. And the dunk by Maker.
This is what you get from Maker, a legit 7-footer who brings the energy.
Well, the Hornets shooting 41% for the game. Rozier looking around. Pass to Bacon. Launches a 3. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Bacon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Doumbouya. And the layup is good.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And here is Rozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Washington. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Washington. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Rose finds Henson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Rozier for three. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets lead by 1. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. And that'll do it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Bismack Biyombo. What a contribution.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Rozier for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Graham surveying the floor. The 10-footer. And the shot goes down. Graham's got 9. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so he can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw, like, Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
And the Pistons making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Rose, good.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And that one, good. He's got 11. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Griffin passes to Wood. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Graham, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hornets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller is checked in for Washington. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Rozier. Langston Galloway's checked in for the Pistons. Griffin inside. He's covered by Zeller. Got a piece of it. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Biyombo. 7-foot shot. And he overshot that one, missing. For Detroit, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Left side, Griffin. Shoots from 12. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's Bacon. Yep, it counts. Bacon's got 7.
A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Batum. Griffin dishes to Snell. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Biyombo. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Wood, and he drops it in from the low post. 10 points for him. 1:06 left to play in the third. Graham kicks to Zeller. Detroit with the rebound. Wood's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Mikhailuk passes to Snell. Good on the triple. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And Snell is an effective floor spacer, a consistent threat to drop it in from outside.
41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. They get it back. And there's the pass to Galloway. Here's Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Henson comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Jordan McRae in for Tony Snell.
6'10", 250 pounds, solid athlete. Griffin using all of it right there.
Passes it to Bacon. To halt the run. And the Hornets miss again. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's Detroit. They lead by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. They've got Kennard. Griffin is out there with John Henson. And it's Rose. And it's Galloway in at shooting guard. And Henson kicks to Rose. Griffin attacking. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Pass to Washington. 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Scooped up. And Henson sends it back. Rose dishes to Henson. Outside Griffin. He kicks it to Rose. Inside. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Hauled in. Pass to Zeller. Here's Rozier. Here's Bacon. Back to Rozier. The pass to Bridges. From deep three-point range. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Griffin. Defense right on him. Henson trying to break free. Griffin's shot is off.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Now Detroit moving it up. Griffin leading the charge. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Derrick Rose is a problem on the break. strong, fast, and able to finish over the top.
Here's Rozier, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Rose.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And then for Detroit, Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Langston Galloway.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Ahead, here's Washington. The shot, no good. The Pistons leading. Here's Snell. Passes to Kennard. Outside Rose. Pass to Snell. Back to Rose. Bridges with the steal. And here's Rozier. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Hornets lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
Wood passes to Snell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Rozier kicks to Bridges. The feed to Zeller. The kick out to Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Wood passes to Snell. And he gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
And it's Graham missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
That's the kind of leadership you want from Blake Griffin, a guy who wants to take those big shots.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Zeller kicks to Green. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Here's Washington. And that one is off. Nice D from Griffin. Out to the wing. It's Wood, top of the key. For the 3. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. Wood's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Here's Kennard. And so it's Detroit with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Play for this week from our own LD2K. It was just too good to pass up. Enjoy.
Come on, man. We had to really.
Up next, the Wiz. Good Friday night to you sports fans. Hey, Dave. It sure can. All right, DA. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Derek Rose. And it's Wood in at the center. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Napier is out there with Brown. And it's Bunga in at the 3, the small forward. And here we go. Washington fast break. Brown the pass to Hachimura. The kick out to Brown. Bryant in the post. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hachimura. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Wood with the bucket.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Napier. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Here's Kennard. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And so it's Washington with it, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Bryant, gets himself open and drills it. Bryant's got his second bucket of the night.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Kennard, the pass to Wood. Back to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Griffin. Makes it off the glass.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Now here's Bryant. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
And it's Napier missing. Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the inside. Here's Griffin, and he hits it to tie the game up. Griffin's got his second basket of the game.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Bunga the pass to Napier. Brown outside. Wizards need to get a shot off here. From 13, Bryant controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Left side, Griffin. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter, and Bryant kicks to Nathan. No good with the triple.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Knocks it loose. Pass to Rose. Here's Kennard. Three-pointer. Kept alive. And Griffin stays with it.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Tries again. Back to Kennard. From the top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Here's Bryant. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Griffin goes in. Pass to Wood. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
From deep. No good. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
We've got Hachimura. Mahimi is out there with Wagner. Then it's Robinson. And it's Smith in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And that one drops for him.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Maker. And Wagner pulls it down.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Hachimura, the pass to Robinson. And 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Brown drops them both. The Wizards shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Down low, here's Wagner. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Pass to Mikhailuk. Kicks it to Galloway. Now Maker, covered by Smith. Back to Galloway. Connects from three-point range. Galloway has got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons.
You know, such a great example of Galloway not needing a lot of time to get off that catch and shoot.
Count the basket. Dumboya's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Wagner. The made shot from Sekou Doumbouya. Wagner passes to Smith. Here's Hachimura. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. Yeah, that was a long shot in every sense. I mean, he better not make a habit of pulling up from out there.
For three. Galloway, no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
The Pistons leading.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team, led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
Here's Mikhailu. Finished off the break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Hachimura. 7 points in the game.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Maker. The lead is 2. And Wagner pulls it down.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
There's the pass to Maker. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. Well, you look at Hachimura, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Henson checked in for Thon Maker. Blake Griffin comes in for Doumbouya. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Now, here's Napier. No points in the game yet for him. Bonga, the pass to Brown. Nailed from three-point land.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Rose off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And as he's tried to preserve his body to play a complete season, Rose has begun to lean more on that outside jumper.
Napier with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Bryant's shot is good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Nothing seemed to give way on... And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Thomas Bryant really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point guard. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Back to Napier. Over Rose. No good there. The Pistons go the other way with it. Snell from outside. Dives for it. Hachimura grabs the miss. And here we go. Washington fast break. Bryant's running. Baseline jumper. And he connects with the jumper. Bryant's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half. Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now Brown. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Lock at 6. Back to Bryant. Again, the Wizards score. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The lead is 2.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Hachimura the pass to Bonga. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now here's Napier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hachimura, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Pistons leading by 4. Griffin goes in. Rebounded by the Wizards. Hachimura's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown outside. And the 3 ball is good. Brown's got 6 points.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Outside Rose. To the paint. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Rose. And that's 12 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night. Boy, don't you love how Derrick Rose resurrected his career last season. What a surprise and a bright spot for the T-Wolves. He looked like a completely rejuvenated player.
Here's Griffin. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
How about the confidence from the big fella? Griffin taking pleasure in tormenting the defense, feeling really comfortable shouldering the offense.
It's deflected. And here's Rose outside. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Bonga. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by Rose. And now a 5-point Piston lead.
Well, Rose loves to get out into open space in transition, that extra space to work, lay it in.
Napier passes to Bryant. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Kennard, and he makes that one. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Pass to Bryant. Back to Napier. Over Rose. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, the active hands of Derrick Rose. Really good job making that offensive player uncomfortable.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Wagner out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Smith. Then it's Robinson. And it's Bonga in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Henson's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And Washington making a change here. Hachimura is checked in and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Wizards now. Wizards trail by 7. Robinson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And Griffin sends it back. Robinson against Rose. Back to Smith. He kicks it to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. A second chance effort. Smith, no good.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Griffin. The shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Bonga, the pass to Hachimura. And that one is stuffed right through.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Poked away. Stolen by Robinson. Smith, the pass to Hachimura. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And the first one at the line is good. Wizards making a switch here. Ryan's checked in, and he makes both free throws.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Inside, deflects the pass. Griffin with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Kennard. Detroit, no good that time either. Wizards trail by 5. Bonga, the pass to Robinson. Henson against Bryant. Smith kicks to Bryant. Poked loose, but they recover it. Smith, no luck. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Kennard, the pass to McCray. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
To the middle, here's Boga, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Wizards.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight, Greg. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Here's McCray. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Here's Hachimura, and it's good for 2.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Passes it to Rose. And he makes good on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Hachimura, defended by Griffin. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Here's Kennard. Now the feed to Griffin. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And Griffin has battled knee injuries during his career, but his persistence is incredible. Still a nightly double-double threat.
Here's Kennard. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Fires the 3. Pistons keep it alive. No good on the shot. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Here's Bryant. It's good.
And really an alert play on the glass there to get that second chance opportunity. He's having one of those games that we've really grown accustomed to seeing him put forth.
Yeah, he's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy he's got.
And this is why Griffin is so valuable to his team, always willing to share the rock.
And so the Pistons take the win. A solid win on the road for them this.
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Thanks for watching this week, and make sure you check back here for more news on NBA 2K21.
And make sure to follow us on social for all the event updates.
Remember, it's at NBA 2K_2KTV, and thanks for watching.
See you next time.
A lot going on here in the quick. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Washington. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And, of course, there's the Hornets. Right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And, you know, for the Wizards, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Brown out there with Napier. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. And for the Hornets, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2 guard. Well, it's a new front office in Washington. And, Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Pass to Hachimura. Bryant trying to free himself up. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Rozier the pass to Washington. It's blocked. Here's Hachimura. Covered by Biyombo.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Biyombo kicks to Rozier. Charlotte moving it around. Biyombo, the pass to Graham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. The Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Napier. To the right side. Now the pass to Hachimura. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Graham with the ball, picked up by Brown. And it's Graham missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Brown, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now, here's Rozier. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Heat in Miami. Good on the 3-point shot.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
Now, here's Brown. The feed to Bryant. Passes it to Hachimura. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Hachimura's got 8 points. Chris, a lot of teams have players that set exceptional screens. And that doesn't really show up in the statistics in the pages we get, does it?
No, it doesn't. But I tell you what, there was a survey done asking some of the players who sets the best screens, and it was unanimous. It was Mr. Adams out there in OKC. Not only does he set screens, but when he sets screens, he cuts to the basket so hard that usually he'll get the offensive rebound. That's why he was second in offensive rebounding in this league. But when you talk about rebounding and setting screens, you got to look at Drummond, Al Horford. I mean, some really good guys that'll get you space.
Boy, those are good numbers and good names you rattle off there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Biyombo over Bryant. Biyombo, no luck. Here's Washington. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Brown. Buries it down low. Brown's got his second bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Graham. Now, here's Bridges. And the pass to Graham. Down low. The kick out to Rozier. Offline with his 3. Wizards leading by 10. Passes it to Bonga. Here's Hachimura. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Graham. He's covered by Brown. Charlotte no good that time either.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Brown.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 5.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Hachimura. Basket counts.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the...
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Wizards. They lead by 14. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Wagner out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Robinson, and it's Smith, and it's Hachimura in at the 3. And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
Knocked away. Smith with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. He kicks it to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Robinson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Washington. Here's Graham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wizards leading by 14. Mahinmi passes to Hachimura. Outside for Robinson. He's looking for Mahinmi and finds him. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Goes up to the stripe. And too long on the shot.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Hachimura, no good.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Here's Graham, guarded by Robinson. Graham, the pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Fires the 3. And Wagner pulls it down. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Smith, no luck. Hornets trail by 16.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson where he was a force inside, but that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in, and a switcher also for Washington. Bonga's checked in. Smith the pass to Wagner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. How last month turned out for him, averaging 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Batum passes to Bridges. Now here's Zeller. Rozier with the ball. Guarded by Mahinmi. And it's Rozier missing. Wizards leading by 14. Right side Robinson. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Bacon. Back to Batum. Rozier kicks to Batum. Here's Bacon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Bridges.
And he's been on the upswing offensively these past few months. And you know how much they love getting all those extra points out of him. He's been carrying a much bigger load lately, and I think he'll just continue to get better.
Biyombo, he's checked in for the Hornets. Then for the Wizards, Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Brown comes in for Robinson. And it's Napier in for Smith. Bryant. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets trail by 16. There's Bacon, and he dunks it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And the basket by Napier. Napier's got his first points in this one. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami. Back to Bridges. Bacon the pass to Zeller. Can't connect from short range.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And yes, it's good. Here's Rozier. 5 points in the game. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That is his first foul of the game. Rozier looking around. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Washington had no problems getting going. They had the upper hand early, defense, and that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. PJ Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
We've got Terry Rozier. Bridges out there with Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Rozier. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Brown. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got 6 points.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And Brown over to help. And taken away by Brown. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Pass to Bridges. The pass to Graham. 6 on the shot clock. With the shot. Buries the jump shot. 8 points for him. Wizards leading by 18. To the paint, here's Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. From deep, Bonga pulls it in. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Napier, pass to Hachimura. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the Wizards score.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now Rozier, 5 points in the game. To the wing right side. Shot, high post. Rebound, Washington. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Pass to Hachimura. Napier with it. Here's Bonga. Defended by Bridges. Left side, Bryant. The shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, GM, it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
Kicks it to Smith. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Hornets trail by 19. Batum passes to Rozier. Outside, Batum.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Rozier. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Fires from the wing. Biyombo, no luck.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
1:04 left to play here in the third. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Graham. Robinson pulls it in.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
It's tipped. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo. And Dwayne Bacon subbed in for Rozier. Zeller passes to Bacon. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside. 4 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Graham. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot. All right, one of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
He kicks to Zeller. It's stolen by Mahinmi. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Washington holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Brown, Hachimura out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Robinson, and it's Smith in at the point guard. They get the rebound. Pass to Bacon. Takes a 3. Washington with the rebound. Mahinmi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Brown, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Bacon. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
On the wing, Brown. The pass to Hachimura. Smith outside. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Robinson left side. And stolen by Zeller. And they're running. There's Bacon. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
So both teams making some changes here. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food, then being able to go out and play.
I bet. Here's Bacon. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Bridges misses. Washington leading now by 17. Here's Bonga. Brown outside. Passes it to Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Washington. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Hornets ball.
Hornets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Graham. Oh, good on the triple.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Here's Bonga. Good. He hits the jump shot. And the Wizards lead by 19.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Wizards.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. Lob pass to Bryant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Martin. Back to Martin. Martin kicks to Martin. Martin, the pass to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot from the wing.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Here's Grant. Drops in the tray.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that sealed the deal.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution for the Wizards.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Martin. Stolen by Grant. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's...
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
On NBA 2K TV. We're inside the bubble with Washington Mystics and 2K fan Aerial Powers. Plus, we're talking 2K21 with Mike Wang and Agent.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. We're taking a look at Charlotte. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Pistons. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And right now for the Pistons, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Bridges. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Rozier the pass to Bridges. They get it back. Biyombo kicks to Graham. Three-pointer. Tries it again. The pass to Rozier. Takes a shot at the elbow. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of runs themselves.
And the second free throw, good. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Heat. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Griffin with some nice D. Here's Snell, and he converts the layup.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Back to Rozier. Pass to Graham. Rose against Rozier. Pass to Biyombo. Just 4 to shoot. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Rose. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is why Derrick Rose is considered one of the best at his position. He is not afraid of going down low.
Rozier for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start up the game. Jacks up a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Kennard's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Washington, that one drops for him.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Kennard. Detroit, no good that time either. Hornets leading by 3.
Well, one area that has slowed the Pistons the last decade is their player development.
Yeah, you look at their roster, very few homegrown players. The Pistons haven't had a lot of hits with their first-round picks. To be a top team, you need to have a front office that can build from within.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Washington. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier. Batum attacking. Here's Bacon. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Mikhailuk. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
Passes to Biyombo. Shoots from the line. Second shot opportunity. Charlotte moving it around. There's the triple. They grabbed their own miss. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Graham, off target from three-point range.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Hornets trail by 3. Now the pass to Batum, and Zeller kicks to Batum. And here is Graham. Outside Batum. Graham surveying the floor. Shoots over Brown, and it's Graham missing. Here's Wood. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a...
I'm married to this guy. That's who I lay my wife.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
We've got McCray. Maker out there with Doumbouya. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now, here's Biyombo. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Pass to Bacon. Now here's Zeller. Now Graham. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Maker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doumbouya, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Graham. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
And with Thon Maker still a developing project, you forget, Smitty, how young he really is.
You're right, Kevin. Has a lot of time ahead of him. You can see the touch and the length he has. Hopefully, he can keep working and put it all together.
Detroit making a switch here. Henson's checked in. Rozier for 3. He's off on that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Doumbouya passes to McCray. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Doumbouya's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Zeller trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. McCray. There's Maker. Another shot. Lays it up off the glass. Maker's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside, Batum drills it from outside.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
McCray passes to Henson. Down low. Here's Maker. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's McCray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. A proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there's some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Blake Griffin. Pass to Bacon. Charlotte moving it around for 3. Bridges. Rebound, Detroit. There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. A 3 ball. Tries to save it. That shot off the mark. Hornets trail by 5. Washington, that's good. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Hornets shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just good at drawing fouls. Bridges plays well in traffic and through the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
For the Pistons, Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. Tony Snell comes in for McRae. And it's Brown in for Kennard. The Hornets also with the sub. Biombo's checked in. Now here's Brown. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Wood can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's Bacon. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Bacon's got his first basket.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Now Rozier. Last game out, he had 40 points. Bacon the pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Zeller tips it back in. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They took...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here is Rose. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2-guard spot. Rozier against Rose. Passes it to Graham. The 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Graham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
That one a little long. Pistons trail by 7. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
I love this about Blake Griffin. Able to make tough shots in traffic.
Here's Here's Rozier. It's hauled in by Wood.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
To the middle, here's Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And there's the pass to Biyombo. Rozier against Rose. And here is Graham. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally. There was a hole in the defense, and the offense did a brilliant job to get an easy bucket out of it.
And Smitty, Blake Griffin stepping up his game in every way since joining the Detroit Pistons.
Kevin, last season was a career year in scoring, and he's doing so much on the floor. Rebounding and passing are a big part of his game now, and he's leading the way for this team in a lot of ways.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 7. Graham, the pass to Washington. They need this. Misses off the right iron.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Hornets.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Here's Maker. Banked in off the glass. Maker's got his second basket.
In all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Graham. Henson the pass to Maker. Over Washington. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Batum. The 11-footer. And Henson pulls it down. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Kennard. That's tipped.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
Graham, the pass to Washington. On the wing, Batum. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Maker kicks to Henson. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They get it again. He feeds it to Batum. It's stolen by Maker. And here we go. In the dunk by Maker.
You can fall in love with floating around the perimeter. I like it when Maker attacks the rim.
Graham, the pass to Biyombo. Here's Bridges. Batum for 3. No good. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball in. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Get the pass, attack.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Hornets trail by 6. Wood out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pistons shooting here about 46% for the game. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mikhailuk's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit. Charlotte shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Here's Graham. He's covered by Brown. He gets that one.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Shot on the wing. The Pistons rebound. It's good on the putback. Wood's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. There's Bacon. Releases from the wing and drills it. Pistons leading by 6. Here's Kennard. Pass to Wood. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Wood. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Graham kicks to Batum. There's Bacon. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kennard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hornets trail by 9. Batum scanning the floor. Pass to Bacon. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way. Pass to Mikhailuk. From outside the arc. Batum grabs the miss.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Bacon the pass to Graham. Launches it. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for Cody Zeller.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Cody Zeller.
When you think of low post scorers, you got to put Griffin down there. Yes, he likes to face up, but with his back to the basket, he's pretty good as well as drawing fouls.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons. Rose comes in for Bruce Brown. The Hornets also changing it up. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Bacon. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Right wing. Stripped it away. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Finished off the break. And now it's just a 4-point Detroit lead.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Bridges for 3. Sinks the triple. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Here's Kennard, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. And the Pistons lead by 3. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. 1:11 left in the fourth. Kicks it to Graham. Over Rose. And it's Graham missing. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. It's in!
These are moments in the game where Blake needs to step up, and he did.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Zeller dishes to Graham. Here's the pass to Rozier. Here's Washington. 5 to shoot. 9 feet out. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rozier for 3. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Rose scanning the floor. And an intentional foul right there.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Rose has really accepted the responsibility of being the leader of this team. They look to him to deliver night after night. And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it.